hello when you're watching this. This is Almost a Podcast with me, Sergeant Olmos. Well, we're going to talk about the weather a little bit. The theme of the day, the job of the day, and try to leave you on a positive note. Now, today is Friday the 13th. That's upside down, the camera. But anyway. And it's a Friday, so I like to say it's a Freedom Friday. But let's start with the weather. And today, the weather is...
It's rainy. It's kind of wet. But don't take it from me. I'm a medic, not a meteorologist.
And that brings us to our theme of the day, Freedom Friday. Well, I'd like to talk about MREs for a little bit. MREs. Today I want to talk about my most favorite snack in the MRE. Barbecue flavored corn nuts. That brings us to the job of the day. And that job is a 94 Hotel Test Measurement and Diagnostic Equipment Maintenance Support Specialist. As a test measurement and diagnostic equipment maintenance support specialist, you'll maintain the Army's precision instruments, keep them in top working condition, and ensure they are always accurate. You'll calibrate and repair test equipment, and you'll adjust and synchronize watches, clocks, and timers. You'll learn electronic theory, how to read schematics, indirect and alternating current, and resistance and circuit analysis. The training for that's about 34 weeks long, and there are 36 nationally recognized certificates that you can use on the civilian side after this training. So, if you want to find out more, go ahead and send a message. And for today's positive message. Speaking of messages, junk email. But anyway. Suffering. Yeah, I know. Positive message, suffering. Well, suffering's an abstract concept in a lot of ways, because ultimately it's going to come down to your individual perspective on what that is. So, the better question I'm really asking myself, or maybe asking you to ask yourself, is what is suffering to you? Is it hard work? Is it pain you feel from exercise? Is it trying to stay awake through a boring class of things you don't want to learn? And more importantly, is that enough to stop you from getting to your goal? For me, when I think about suffering, it's a little bit of all those things I mentioned. But of course, it's also bad things too, but staying positive. And to see suffering in a positive light is to acknowledge that just maybe suffering isn't some kind of terrible thing to come into your life. Maybe it's those things I mentioned earlier. Those things you gotta work through. And they're probably not something to break you down, but part of the process of becoming better. So don't let it stop you. Whatever it is. Work through it, and you'll get there. Whoever that there is that you want to be. So, that's it for this Friday and this week. Take care. See you in the next one.